You know how when before you've signed up for like a manifestation workshop or a masterclass and you had really high hopes for it, you thought you're gonna, not just get a bunch of information, but you're gonna be able to apply that information and you're gonna receive some level of transformation. And you were going into a full on awareness that you're in a free workshop and that was probably going to lead to something paid. And that's okay because sometimes those particular master classes or workshops can be really beneficial. They can open your eyes or give you a new perspective to something you hadn't thought about before. But the real problem is going into these things where there's so much hype around you coming away with being able to apply stuff and receiving a transformation, and you get anything but that. And in fact, you end up even more confused than you were before you attended the class. Well, this isn't going to be one of those. Design Your Extraordinary Life is something I'm going to be sharing for free, no cost to you. And it's going to be on the 21st and the 22nd of November. And all you have to do to get on here is get on my email list and come and check this out. And here's why you want to do this. And who is this for, really? Well, if you find yourself right now, if you're someone who identifies as a conscious creator or someone who identifies as a visionary entrepreneur, someone who's here to innovate, you are cultivating a community of your own. Maybe you're teaching, maybe you're mentoring other people, you have your own business and you're rethinking the way you do things. And you're realizing that, oh, hey, it's about 6 weeks or so until the end of this year. And I don't really feel too jazzed about what I'm doing. Maybe you're feeling like you don't know what you're doing. And maybe you feel like the trajectory or the path that you're on is really unstable and unsustainable. And it's not lighting you up. It's not giving you joy. And when you do show up for your communities, it just feels like kind of robotic, kind of performative, and your heart isn't in it. And maybe, there's some deeper probing necessary here. Let's just talk about it really openly. A lot of us feel unsure and a little insecure about the world that we're living in at the moment. A lot of things feel unstable. A lot of things feel really wobbly. And, we're, especially as entrepreneurs, as business people, those of us who are, either doing a side hustle or we have a business where we're heavily invested in the growth and expansion of it, we're feeling like, what's next here? What is, what is 2025 going to look like and beyond that? And what am I really doing to innovate? Maybe you don't even know the first steps. Maybe you don't even have an idea of what it means to evolve from where you are right now. And I want to tell you, it's okay, by the way. It's okay, especially if you feel like you're doubting yourself or feeling awful or guilty about still showing up for a community, for your community and your people who are relying on you and feeling so much doubt within. It's totally okay. And, I've been there myself and I'm working with some clients who are going through the same thing. And maybe this feels like to you a complete 180 in what you're doing, completely turning around or turning on its head what you're doing right now. Maybe it means rethinking everything. Maybe it means like, I need to get some strategy in place if I'm looking at 2025 looming ahead of me like this big brick wall, and I really don't know what's next for me. I want to tell you that if you've listened this far, that it is most likely, and I'm pretty damn sure, that you're here for epic and not meh, that you're here to be magnetic as fuck. You're not here to just kind of dabble. You're not here to flirt with your greatness. You are here to express it, to be confident in it, to feel like all the visionary creator energy is here for you right now. And I will tell you that this next level is just someone you're not identifying with yet. Yet being the operative word. This next level of you, it requires this consciousness shift. That every next level version of you requires an identity shift. It's true. It's absolutely true. Every new iteration of you, expression of you that is reaching for something and is embodying something higher and better requires an identity shift. A core paradigm shift would be another way to say it. It's not the circumstances outside of you that need to change. It's you that needs to change. And when you do, and you're stable in a new identity of self, your circumstances then change for the better. You know, a lot of us are trying to scramble to like do quick fixes or throw band-aids on stuff or jerry-rig things or Mickey Mouse this over here, and it doesn't really create any lasting transformation. You might experience some short-term changes with things that you find not to be so desirable in your life and in your life's work right now. But those changes that you're fixing that you think are responsible for your life and your quality of life or your business that are on the outside, those are a byproduct of, a direct reflection and projection of your inner state. And in fact, a lot of the circumstances that you're scrambling to try to change, that's old news. The reason why those circumstances exist, because you were in a matching inner state that allowed those situations to come into your physical reality. And those representations of them that you're looking at, you're reflecting or reacting back to these things that are old news, and then just going back over and over and over again into the old version of you. This is not productive. This makes you spin your wheels. This makes you go absolutely apeshit crazy. This makes you, question your head, almost want to question where your head is at and pull your hair out. And I've been there and I know what that's like. And so I wanted to offer something to my community, my YouTube channel, which I have a small community at this point. I recently dumped my email list. So if you signed up to my email list, wouldn't that be convenient? Everybody who's ever signed up is right on my wrist. My email list, if you haven't signed up in the last couple of days, meaning I dumped my entire email list on the 20th of this month. When was it? No, I'm sorry. Hello, the 13th of this month of November. And so if you've signed up before that, you're no longer on my email list. But the good news is when you do sign up, I'm going to be sending out an invitation very soon for this masterclass. This is going to be a 2-hour intensive masterclass. I've actually never taught anything this intensive and given away this much wisdom, let's just call it. It's not just information, but the application of what I'm talking about, how to make changes in your life right now, giving you the backstory and how this all works. There's 5 key areas we're going to focus on in here, and I can tell you what they are. We're going to focus on the 5 key areas of your breath and present moment awareness, which is everything. We're going to be focusing on what it is that is your struggle pattern that needs to be dissolved. We're going to be talking about the fact that you are everything and everyone, just under different circumstances. We're going to talk about how your imagination is everything, and how if you are someone who identifies as a visionary creator, why aren't you using your most valuable asset, your attention, your imagination, to create and design your life? We're going to put it all together and talk about how to design your extraordinary life. Now, whether you decide to work any further with me at all after this, that's entirely up to you. But I'm going to tell you, and this is my promise to you, this is going to be one of the most high value workshops I've ever offered. And I'm really not going to gatekeep anything. The stuff that I'm sharing in here are the foundational teachings and practices that I share in my Unity School online private membership community that is on the school platform. The foundational process and practices and teachings that I share in my signature Coherence group program. It's the same stuff that I share in my one-on-one work. It's the same stuff that I share in my $12,000 VIP day, my clean sweep VIP day, which is fire. And you're going to be able to get this in this workshop, in this masterclass, because this is my commitment to my community. This is my commitment to who I serve. And just so you're very clear on who this is for, if you identify as being a conscious creator, that means that you have to believe, or at least strongly accept the possibility that you are 100% the creator of your own reality. There are no exceptions to this. It's not, well, I'm the creator of my reality when things are going right. We're gonna talk about that in this masterclass. So it's abundantly clear to you that you are indeed the creator of your reality, full stop, without a doubt, all the time. And how this works in your favor, how it can work in your favor, and how you can change even the most unsavory circumstances in your life into being signposts instead of obstacles or setbacks. So the shakeup is already underway. We're already feeling this. If this is resonating with you as like, I need this, please understand you're going to come away with the kind of perspective shift that allows you to, if you feel like an automaton, you feel kind of like in this kind of hypnosis state of just stagnancy, where you're just kind of sleepwalking through your life and your life's work and you don't know where to go next. This is going to help you pop that bubble of perception that you're in right now. And when you do that, you go into a consciousness state shift, and all new versions of you exist in a different consciousness state. When you shift to that, your reality and how you identify with yourself shifts. And so the circumstances that would match that have to show up in alignment with that. So all the abundant resources that you're asking for, the inspired ideas, the fiery passion, getting your mojo back, exists in a different consciousness state of you. Now it's all you, because it's all you. Everything and everyone is you, just under different circumstances. When you embrace the unity principle, which is the foundation to everything I teach, this really unfucks and uncomplicates your life. Trust me on this. It simplifies everything that you're doing. And so that you have no doubt when you hit roadblocks or perceived obstacles again, you know exactly what to do with that energy. You're going to come away with not only that information in this class, but with application of how to use it. This is gold. I could easily slap a $2,000 price tag on this, but I'm not going to. Instead, what I'm going to ask for is, number one, accepting that you are 100% the creator of your reality. There are no whiners in my world. There are no victims in my world. And so if you're coming in with that and you're looking for ways to debunk what I'm saying, this is absolutely not for you. This is for you if you're absolutely here for growth, you're all in, you're committed to growth, you're committed to those you serve, you're committed to having you be at the best peak pinnacle potential of you to serve your clients best. And you know that's going to reflect back on you and only ensure that you have more prosperity and abundance for yourself. Because if you haven't figured it out, the unity principle especially teaches us that service is everything, not servitude, where you are, alms for the poor and you have begging bowl syndrome. No, this is about serving from the highest level of you to help people reach the highest level of themselves. And that all is a beautiful circular process. It's a cyclical spiral process that allows you to feel at the pinnacle of your potential, and you'll reap all the benefits of that level of you. But here's the thing, until you shift, you won't realize that all the resources you're looking for to get there, they're already inside you. I'm not giving you anything, not really. I'm maybe lighting the path and showing the way, but the shift you're going to do here is yours and yours alone. And you're not going to do that with anything less than full-on commitment. So what I'm asking you is to believe or strongly accept that first premise, that you're the creator of your reality, and can you devote your undivided attention for 2 hours to this masterclass? Take notes, dig in, follow the things that I'm inviting you to do, follow up with the practices, and then the ones who are really, really committed are going to come back for day 2. When you come back for day 2, we are going to do some live Q&A, and I'm going to give a summary about everything that I shared in day 1. And here's what happens when I do these intensive masterclasses, and I haven't done one this intensive, but I'll bet you dollars to donuts that you guys are going to come away with questions. And I don't want to just ghost you and be like, well, have fun with that, sign up with me. I want to make sure that you can embody and take in as much of this material as resonates with you at the time. Like I tell all my clients, take what resonates and leave the rest. So I'm going to make sure you get exactly what you need out of this, that you can process it in a way that it lands with you where you're at and with your unique situation. And the Q&A is going to allow you to do that. So the real high flyers here, the real visionary creators, the real innovative mavericks are going to be the ones that show up on day 2. And if you do, just for shits and giggles, I'm going to add some bonuses in there, including one that's worth $3,000. So if you show up live for both days, that's going to be something that you have a chance at getting with me. And there's going to be some other stuff in there too. And you'll learn about that in day 1. So here's the skinny. Sign up to my email list. It's really easy. You go to catherinemussel.com and there's a light box that pops up on my homepage the second you go onto my website. If you're on desktop. If you are on mobile, you just scroll down to the homepage, bottom of the homepage, and you sign up to my email list there. It's so easy. I only have one. You can't miss it. It actually talks about the masterclass in that email opt-in. So once you're there, you're going to want to pay attention to my emails and look for your Zoom links for both days of this workshop, okay? It's going to be on Thursday, November 21st from 12 noon to 2 p.m. Pacific time. So that's going to be 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern on the 21st. And then Friday, the 22nd, we're going to meet at 1 p.m. Pacific time, 4 p.m. Eastern for our Q&A. The first masterclass, first day is 2 hours. The Q&A on the second day on Friday is going to be just 1 hour. Or, you know, we may go over depending on how many questions we get, because I want to make sure whoever shows up, they get what they need, because that's what I bring to the table. So if this resonates with you, I really, really hope to see you there. This is for those who are done with meh and are ready for epic. You're here to serve. You're here to serve your communities. You're an entrepreneur that wants to do great things. You believe in the unity principle that, you know, how you do one thing is how you do everything, but also you are everyone. You are one with everything and everyone. And when you serve at the level of really understanding that, really embodying that, all the fruits of your labors are almost immediately delivered to you. You know, there's such a wonderful feeling about doing work at this level in the unity principle. It's a gift that keeps on giving, and I really want you to experience that. So if this resonates with you, can't wait to see you on my email list. I can't wait to see you in this incredibly high value workshop. Please don't miss this one if any of this resonates with you, and lots of love. Bye-bye.